was a lot of emotions that went through that camp, and it was relief at the end of the night, not just because you was crowned world champion, but because of everything that led to that point.
It's uncomfortable doing the face-off with like who you're fighting anyway.
Oh, some of the comments are hilarious.
What, you didn't even notice?
I didn't
during
even
like
notice.
the face-off.
You know, at the end of 2024, I want to be the last one standing. So as soon as I heard those words, I can still feel the moment now. And
do you think you'll be top? This is the George Groves Boxing Club podcast. I'm George Groves. This is Dec.
Still.
And we got Ellie Scotney with us today.
Yeah, returning guest.
yeah.
Returning guest.
I thought you guys probably forgot I was on, or it was one of the two.
It was back in
we
the
didn't.
day, though.
We were waiting for the belt.
Yeah.
You've come without it.
I couldn't.
Same as Chris.
Yeah.
Problem is we record on a Wednesday and she loves her leg circuit Wednesday, so we had to try and slide it in, and apparently you've skipped leg circuit day.
The timings didn't match.
No.
We recorded this a lot earlier if Shane asks.
Okay.
But you're back because you're world champion, and what we have done, and your stablemate actually kicked this off, Chris Billum-Smith, is when you come on here and then you win a world title, then we get you back, ideally with a belt, but neither of you have bought a belt, so we still haven't got one. You've never even brought yours in. But we do the return because we want to talk about the night when it happened.
I was waiting for the hoodie as well, to be honest, guys.
Well, yeah, there is a big reveal. Not that one. There's a bag over there.
No, this is no word of a lie, Ellie, of listeners. Every time I see you, Ellie, you go, where the fuck is my merch?
Honestly.
Where's my
CPS
merch?
walked in with one.
We're still waiting. Right, here we go. This is a first on this show.
There we go.
That's the world champion hoodie.
Yeah, that's for you, Ellie.
Don't be
what size
invoicing
is
me
it?
for this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a small. It just
Do you know
about
what, George? Also, you always say that I don't get one of them because
Thank you very
I'm not
much.
world champion.
We can pause it there, and next cut you've got it on.
Oh,
Yeah, do you want to do that?
No, don't do that.
Can you get it over your hair without?
No, don't do that.
No, do it.
Yeah, go on, do it.
And there we are, Dec. You win the belt.
You get the hoodie.
You get the hoodie.
It's quick.
What's better, that hoodie or the belt?
That's a hard
put
one to
that-
ask.
don't
just
make
They'd
asking.
probably go for the same on eBay, to be fair, wouldn't they?
It's a good point. They are limited edition. Ask Chris the same question. Where'd you keep your belt?
Honestly, it's in the corner of the room with the others, yeah.
Put it up.
My mum's still not giving.
Is it true you've got 2 belts?
It is very true I've got 2 belts, yeah.
Go on. Why?
One's Bridgerweight and one's Super Bantamweight. Yeah, so he sent me one and it come damaged. I remember I was running home.
What?
Yeah, it come damaged. So running home to undo it, and I was like, wow. So I messaged, it was a bit marked up. They sent me a replacement, but it's like not even blue. It's like so off-white. So I was going to see how much I can get on eBay for that one.
Yeah, get a few quid.
So you got two different colour belts.
2 different colour
2
belts.
belts can't even manage to bring one in here.
Something's gone wrong.
Although you do have to get 4 trains to get here, don't you?
Yeah, it was a disaster, guys. I'm not going to...
Was it?
Yeah.
It's always more dramatic when it's raining as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it just ruins the whole moment.
Quite bleak.
That's not what people want to listen to.
I want to hear the journey.
No line bikes.
Yeah, get a line
yes,
bike.
right. So, Ellie, last time we had you on, you was just a mere mortal, non-world champion.
That's pre-European title, actually, wasn't it? Oh no, you were European champion.
Yeah, we.
But was the world title date set then?
No.
It wasn't, was it?
No.
So talk us through, when did you know the fight was happening? What were the talks that were going on before? Did you know which belt you was going to be fighting for?
Yeah, before the European, we was always told it was, a final eliminator for the IBF. So I knew that was the set in tone. But obviously the date that originally got proposed, unfortunately, fell through. And then, it was just a waiting game. And then June the 10th was, the night I was crowned.
June the 10th etched in your mind forever.
It does.
How much would you credit the appearance on this podcast for getting that
It was
fight?
part of the game plan. I think it pushed the needle, pushed my profile, and there you go. The fight was delivered.
Well, we'll definitely clip that up.
Good for socials. Chanika Johnson was the opponent, the champ.
The champ.
Before the assignment, what did you think of Chanika Johnson?
Yeah, I'd watched a lot. She had a good jab, and that was kind of what we looked for. And we said she's always going to be using that, so it's kind of to take that jab away from her. And I think I kind of did that from early on. And it was an entertainment fight, and I come out a clear winner. So it was a good night's work.
What would you say? So let's rewind before the fight.
Yeah.
Talk us about the day, or even the fight week. Did it feel different? Did it feel like, oh no, like this is it, this is the world title, or was it just like, feels like another fight?
I think you try to pretend it doesn't feel different, but it certainly does, because there was a lot of pressure, there's a lot of expectation, you know. It was like, it's a given, you know, Ellie, you've got to. So it was that pressure, and, you know, your brother's reminding you he's put a bet on a stoppage, which he always loses. So there was always that, and I'm like, shut up, Mike, I don't want to know the odds. So there was always that in the back of my head, and it just felt like everything aligned at the right time for me. But I think the changing room from that moment, as soon as the bell rang, it was just clear, and it was a dream.
Well, tell us about camp. How did camp go? I mean,
it was a long camp.
A long camp, yeah.
Very long. I think it was 9 months, so I could have had a baby and given birth. It was a long camp, and there was a lot of delays, and there was a lot of times when I thought, do you know what? Maybe it's not going to happen. And there was we didn't know if the fight was going to be made, because it was agreed for a neutral ground, and, you know, the fight in Ireland got took off.
Oh yeah.
So there was a lot of emotions that went through that camp, and it was relief at the end of the night, not just because you was crowned world champion, but because of everything that led to that point. So it was a big. I can breathe now.
You was gearing up for that date. It was Katie Taylor defending against Chantel Cameron.
Yeah.
And Cameron had a problem with Shane, not you.
being
on the card, or the McGuiggans in general being on the card, so that didn't do very well in terms of like the PR from her side.
Not ideal.
They had to find a new solution for you. And how many weeks later did you fight? It wasn't that long later.
It wasn't that long at all. I think it was a 3-week difference.
Did that make difference to your camp? Obviously it does make difference, but
yeah.
Did you feel that, or did you just
I think I did in the ring. I think I was a bit flat, and Shane noticed that as well. It was just, maybe I'd overcooked it in the gym, and just the mix of emotions, because obviously I knew I was fighting for a world title, and everyone was psyching me up like, oh, you know, the 30th, what a big event. But in the back of my head I'm thinking, you lot don't even know, like, it might not happen. So there was dealing with that outside of the gym that really probably took a toll on me, and I think it kind of showed in my performance.
What do you do logistically, like in the gym, when that happens? So you've got a date that you've prepared for, and then it's like, it's not like 4 or 5 months later, it's like a short turnaround. Yeah. Do you have any time off? Like, what did you do for those 3 weeks?
So it was a weird one, because you think, well, I've done my last spot. It was like lining up like that. So it's like, oh, I've got to do that many leg circuits. So it was like, oh, you know, the weight, it probably helps your weight, because you've got an extra.
like you thinking, I've got some bonus time to get closer to the weight.
Yep.
But I don't know, is that a good thing or not, you know?
Yeah, there's always that. When you get light quite early on, sometimes, like you say, you don't really refuel as well. And I generally believe I felt a bit flat on the night, especially in the warm-up. I remember hitting the pads, and I remember Shane looking at me thinking, and I was thinking, yeah, you're telling me I'm sharp, but I'm really not sharp. I was throwing a jab, and it was like more or less hitting the ceiling. And, you know, I got T-Rex arms, so yeah, and it was really hot in the warm-up room, so it definitely felt it. Probably emotionally and physically, the add-on.
Could you feel that there and then? And was that a panic, or was that something you just put to the back of your mind?
Yeah.
Have you had that before, where you've been in the change room and felt flat?
No, never had that in the change room where I felt that flat, or in the heat. It was crazy. It was so hot in there, and I remember thinking, oh, it's going to be all right, because, you know, it's got to be all right. So I definitely felt, it's probably the worst I felt in a warm-up. Do
you think that was a nervous response to the occasion, or do you think it was just a delay?
Obviously, there'll be a mix of everything, but I just think in my body I just felt more flat than, do you know what I mean? Like, you can recognise a nerve, and there's always going to be that added pressure, but it was more just like, just couldn't really get going, and, you know, they're sharp off the go.
Did the fact that it's your world title fight really feel, because women's boxing, you know, like straight away they'll say, Ellie, you're going to be a world champion, and you're not going to be a world champion in 4 or 5 years, you're going to be a world champion
in 4 or 5
fights if we want. We'll move you along real quick. Did you ever feel like, why is this come around real quick now?
I think because I turned pro quite a long time ago, so I've been pro quite a while, and it was like I've only had that many fights, so I didn't feel like it come around quick at all. I felt like it was a lot slower than when I first set out and how long it would be. But you look at my fights, it was within 7 fights, but I just felt like those 7 fights dragged. So yeah, it wasn't the feeling of, you know, this is here quick. I just knew the fights I took, I deserved to be where I was at that moment. Yeah.
How are you feeling on the ring walk then? If the warm-up's gone a bit, you're thinking, fuck, don't really feel it on it. Like, what are you thinking on the ring walk? As
soon as a ring walk, I just go into a different person. I think, you know, you was guilty of just marching forward, didn't you? And I don't really, you know, embrace the music, or I'm not really good at dancing at all. So I'm literally just get me in that ring and let the bell go. But, you know, I walked first and her ring walk really showed mine up. Hers was unbelievable. Did you see it?
Yeah.
She did all the dance and I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh.
proper.
And I remember Barry coming back. He was like, Ellie, don't get intimidated. I was looking, I'm like, what's he on about? He's like, you know, she's got all these dancers and all that. I was thinking, what's he? And then obviously when it started, I thought, she's killed this. I remember I watched it back after and I thought, yeah, she won the ring walk definitely. And the weigh-in.
Oh my God. Let's just talk about the weigh-in for a sec. And like, it was clear that she was there and she was like, this is my moment. I'm going to try.
2-0 up she was before the first bell.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
What did you think at the weigh-in when she turned up like that?
So I didn't clock, and I remember Shane was going, are you like telling me, are you joking? And Eddie's like gone white, like Madame Tussauds, like not trying to look anywhere. And I was thinking, what are you on about, Shane? And I looked and I was like, nah, it's just a sports bra. And then obviously it kind of revealed that it was just paint.
Do you know what we're talking about? Yeah.
I think it's got 85 million views. Oh, some of the comments are hilarious.
What, you didn't even notice?
I didn't
during
even
like
notice.
the face-off.
I noticed when I went back to put my shoes on, because if you notice, I take quite a while to do my shoes and that, and I thought, I'm going to leave you waiting there for doing that.
It's uncomfortable doing the face-off with like who you're fighting anyway.
You know she's topless. Like, that's mental.
I remember as well, because I have this...
Are you thinking don't look?
She's thinking tighter the weight. Like,
yeah, I thought, cool, that must be at least 0.5.
Yeah.
And I remember, because I don't blink when I stare someone out. I don't know, it's like my party trick or something. And I did it all week, and then in the face, she was like, you're really good at not blinking, aren't you? I just thought, right, I'm not going to say it, I'm just going to just stare, and I just, some of the comments on the YouTube just killed me.
What's your favourite one?
Oh, it was hilarious. I was like, why does the young little boy look so angry? Meaning me. I was like, do I report it or like it? I was like, I've got to like the comment. But to be honest, she got our fight, I think 500,000 views on YouTube, and I thought, I'm definitely not getting that. I'll get like 9,000. So do you know what? If my opponent's going to do that, fair play.
85 million views for that weigh-in.
Yeah. And I think how many OnlyFans? I think even my brother's going to subscribe at one point. He saw $8.99 and thought, I've lost out on Ellie, so maybe not.
He would have put it towards his next bet. Yeah. So then the ring walk, everything's fine. You watch her ring walk, you're waiting. So when it starts, and I remember I did the report and I was like, you made a really good start. You like straight into business, success like straight away. You do that a lot, to be fair, but in a fight like that, in a world title fight, were you like, how important was that? And were you like, yes, I'm like the first round, I'm boxing well straight away? Yeah,
so it was always a point of, you know, we wanted to get body shots off, but I didn't realise till I watched it back, I got it off in the first round, and I kept looking for that same shot. And Shane always said, I'm quite guilty of starting so fast. I don't know, I think, I'm going to steamroll, and it just never. But yeah, he always says, like, you know, ease into it, Ellie. And I just thought, boom, as soon as the bell went, I just, you know, let my hands go, and it was kind of the pattern of the fight.
How did you used to start? It was not mixed, wasn't it? I never thought of you as a fast starter. Have a little look.
Try to start sharp, don't you? But like mine was like sharp, but don't throw any punches.
Not busy, yeah.
Not busy, no. I'd definitely throw more feints than anyone else in the first round. But you're not really counting feints.
No, don't score, do they?
No. Box.
So at what point, and a sport like boxing, which is subjective, is there a point in the fight when you're like, I've won this? Or I'm winning this, like this is mine. At no point. I'm quite bad at, like, in the moment I'm always like, oh, did I get that round? So it ain't at any point where I'm like, you know, I think you always know how a fight's going, but I'm quite, like Shane will probably say, I'm always coming back and I'm always saying, oh, I don't know, I think I always look at it worse than what it is. So I'm always, you know, trying to get better in the next round.
Do you ask, will you ask Shane, did I win that round?
Yeah, like literally after every round, I'm like, have I won that round? Yeah,
I never wanted to say it in case it sounds like you don't believe you've won that round.
Yeah, it's the mic's in and the comms.
So you wait till about like halfway or something. You go, is it okay? Yeah, you're fine. Sweet. And I remember telling Shane in the change room, like, I'm not going to ask how the rounds are going. So if I'm losing, fucking tell me, yeah? Like, and let me know. I'll take your silence as golden. Yeah. But it's like, so thick and fast, isn't it, for your fights? Do they
10-2s.
Do 2 minutes feel like they've? I mean, you suppose you never box a 3-minute round really.
As a pro,
As a pro, so you might not have anything to compare it to. But do they feel like they just fly past?
I think so. It's weird. Like, so until you get to, I think I get to about 4, and I'm like, oh, I've got 6 left. That's the long point. Between 4 and 6 feels like forever for me. And then when you get to 7, 8, I feel like it flies by. But there's always around 4 where it feels like, oh, this is a bit long. If that makes sense. It's kind of the 4th round where you're like, oh, I've still got that many to go.
Yeah.
So that's my kind of checkpoint.
Yeah.
She got cut in the 6th, was it? Did she get cut?
I think it is the 6th, yeah. Or the 5th, one of the 2.
Are you thinking sweet?
Yeah, because obviously she had that nasty cut before, and I thought whether it was a headbutt or a punch, I'm still going to go. I see a bit of blood and I go full Catford. Yeah. But yeah, I tried for my brother.
Black Air Force Ones.
It was a full mood, but yeah, I saw the cut and I think, kind of edged me on a bit more.
You've something to aim at.
The girl got cut against you, didn't he?
We both got cut.
Yeah. When you saw the blood, are you like, sweet? Like,
well, by the time I saw his blood, I think I had like 3 cuts.
You couldn't see anything.
Like, yeah. I had a cut each eye, under the eye. I had a little Harry Potter cut in the middle of my head. Southpaw v Orthodox, clash of heads. Sometimes it can get you out of a hole. I'm trying to think if I've had a fight where I'm like, it's a bit tough, and then you get a bit of a cut and you're like, oh, this is good.
Yeah, opportunity.
Wouldn't mind just the referee stopping it right now. That cut.
Waiting for that moment.
I mean, her one never, I mean, it was a bad cut, but it wasn't.
Nowhere near that.
No, you had to sort of carry on boxing. Okay, so then the rounds go through, clear winner. When it ends, and obviously you're waiting for the score, are you like comfy? How are you feeling? What's going through your head?
You still like, even if it's clear
even
as
at
anything,
home, like surely you must be thinking, I got this.
Like, I think it's just until you hear the words. Like with boxing, anything can happen, and it was just as soon as I heard those words, like, I can still feel the moment now, and it was surreal. It was real special.
So you're in the ring, you get the belt, they put like and the new. What are the feelings at that point? Because the reason I asked that is I always remember Tyson Fury saying when that happened to him in Dusseldorf, he actually felt like a bit disappointed or worried because he's like, shit, like that's what I always dreamt of doing, and now I've done it. What do I do now? Like, what did you feel in those few minutes when you're still in the ring, and like, are you just high? Is it sunk in?
Yeah, it's a weird feeling. I don't know. Sometimes I felt like I watch it now, and it's like I'm watching someone else at that moment. It's strange, but like I say, as soon as I see my face, like in a decision, when I watch it now, I still get that same warmth.
Do you?
Yeah. It's weird, and I think at that moment I probably wouldn't get again. You know, even like obviously a unification and stuff like that. But I think, you know, that relief of I've done it now. I think it takes a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
How many times have you watched it back?
I watched it back
today.
Oh, on the train. I've only watched it back, I think, twice. Yeah, twice.
Happy with it?
I think like I could have done a lot more, obviously, but I just think the overall feeling, coming out world champion and not in your best performance, I'll take that. Do
you think it'll be topped? I mean, it will be topped in terms of what's on paper, but the feeling be topped?
I don't think so, because obviously it's what we all, when you put a pair of gloves on, it's that, that label. And like I say, I remember watching David Hay and Enzo Machinelli on my cousin's floor with, like a packet of Skittles and a Ribena as a little kid, and it was just kind of engraved in me that that's what you got to do, Ellie, and that's where you got to be. So I think that initial moment, just knowing that it was just for other people as well, I don't think that moment will be tops like how it felt.
Were your family happy then? Like, is that...
Yeah, me and my brother, it's the only time he's cuddled me was after
and you didn't even win his bet?
I didn't even win his bet. He's probably going to claim it back when hopefully I get a big purse come through. But yeah, at that moment, yeah, he's quite an awkward person, my brother.
He give you a cuddle?
Yeah, he gave me a cuddle. It was like
nice.
Is it true that Chris Billum-Smith brought his belt in before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go on, talk us through this. What happened there?
So I kept pestering him, like, I want to see the belt. He's come in the change room and he's brought the belt in. And I was like, no pressure, we're here. He's like, it's for the photo afterwards. And I'm sitting there thinking, I feel terrible in this warm-up. Yeah, I still got to win it. And because obviously, like, CBS's high was like, he went 2 weeks before me, and it was, that moment was surreal. Like, I remember being in the car and he literally said what he was going to do. And I was thinking, wow, like he said the date and everything. And I was thinking, this guy's crazy. He hasn't even known he's got an opponent yet. They was all up in the air. And it was like, wow, like no, he was a big underdog going into that fight, and it was just, the circle around the gym where we believed he was going to do it. So he wasn't expected as much as, Ellie, you're a given. So to him to come in and be like, boom, and I was like, it's my turn now.
Yeah.
And it was we were like, come on, El, sort it out.
Piled the pressure on.
He did. The gentleman piled the pressure on.
Cheers, Chris.
Yeah.
I appreciated that.
That's pre-fight in the dressing room. So talk us through, paint a picture after the fight. You got your belt, you're the champion, like you've done it. Go back to your dressing room. What's it like? What's the mood?
Yeah,
like?
CBS
Who's
was the first one that I walked into, and there's a video that went out actually. It will come on the documentary that hopefully will be released soon. But yeah, he picks me up, spins me. I'm just crying my eyes out, like, oh, I've done it. And they made sure that the moment was special, and we all got our pictures together. First time my brother's actually come backstage, because he likes to hide in the back. So I was like, someone please go get my brother.
So you're getting home at like 9:30, 10 p.m?
Yeah, early doors.
And what'd you do?
Just my mum's in the kitchen, sitting there, waiting, wanted to hear the breakdown. She was at the fights anyway, so she tells me what I did well and what I did wrong. And yeah, just seeing her, happy was real. My mum, she's not very... like you would never really see her cry or anything like that, but yeah, she was real happy that night.
Oh, that's sweet.
It is crazy. We went on the Sunday, we all went like for breakfast, and I was sitting there obviously with a few black eyes, a little cap on to try to hide it, and the woman who served us actually like watched the fight, so she gave me like a free banana milkshake. So that's the bonus.
She watched the weigh-in.
Yeah. She must.
There you go, son.
There you go, young man. Have that. But so the week after, it was just like doing normal things that I don't get to do, like I don't know, like going on the school run, taking my niece, like just little things I feel like, when I'm going to the gym, I kind of miss. And family's a real big thing to us, so it's kind of just being a normal person that I kind of enjoyed after that.
Being a world champion has its perks.
It pays.
What's the best perk it was probably the millions you earned in the World Boxing Super Series.
No, they weren't freebies though, were
no.
they?
They're not,
what's the best perk you had?
What perks?
What's the worst perk you got?
Probably when I went to Saudi and for the last fight, and then there was these big boxes stacked up at the side, and I was thinking, yes. Shane was there, obviously. It was like, right, we're all getting a watch, right? But there's only
Fury and Ngannou got watches.
There's only 2 watches. Then sorry, Pritchard, it's me and Shane. We're getting a watch, yeah. Turns out they weren't watches.
What were they?
Tin shit. It was rubbish.
Pritchard got all 3.
Yeah.
Pritchard got them. I think
banana milkshake in a box.
Yeah, that would have been better. I'd have preferred that. But you used to win some mad crap. Did you go on a lot of amateur tournaments where you'd go away?
Yeah.
And we'd be like in Azerbaijan, and if you got like a bronze medal, they give you like a discman. And then if you came like second, they'd give you like the upgrade of it, which was like a portable stereo. But it had like a foreign lead, so you couldn't use it when you got home, and you couldn't bring it home anyway. You used to win some mad sort of trophy. They give you a trophy and a prize, no money.
Were you getting noticed a lot in that week?
In like, our local Tesco's, it never got really past that. So I remember I got stopped quite a few times, but it was more like because I was nearly getting. I said this story. I think I was running, and I'm quite aware. I'm terrible around awareness of the roads and stuff, and I'm thinking, and it was because they messaged me going, I nearly ran you over, not I saw you. So I've had like, no.
Be careful, Ellie.
Yeah,
stop running. It was
more
in the
being
roads.
aware of the road, not well done the other night.
You mentioned about family being important to you.
Yeah.
When did Eileen get the belt?
Yeah, as soon as I went down the next day. They had nothing to show for it, but
oh yeah, of course, yeah.
We still took the picture, but it was. As soon as the belt got delivered, I went down there, and her face was priceless.
When did the news crew turn up?
The news crew?
Yeah, didn't she made the news, didn't she?
Yeah, and they blurred her fingers out, didn't they? Yeah. So I remember, I've been invited up to ITV News, and they said, can you send me through the picture of your nan? And the lady came out before and was like, I've just got a question, was your nan a bit confused, with the fingers? I said, no, she meant what she meant. She was like, can we pretend? I said, no, like she meant what she meant. So they went with just blurring it. So there's a picture on ITV News. It was like Crime Watch. They just got a big blur over her fingers. So yeah, Nan Eileen made the news.
Yeah, if it was blurred out, that's brilliant.
And who was that too?
just
Anyone in particular
everyone.
in boxing? Or?
no one particular in
Shanika-
boxing.
Shanika
Yeah, calling
Johnson.
out the next champion, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like my nan's trademark.
Yeah.
She's got some mad little trademarks she had.
Mm.
My brother's always the brunt of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. She was quite towards the end of it. She's quite getting a bit delirious, if that makes sense. And we couldn't really get much talk out of her. We was in the hospital, and she actually got pneumonia, and she managed to come through again. She was like a cat with 9 lives, to be honest with you. But Michael was standing at the end of the bed, and he's wearing like Calvin Klein t-shirt, and she hadn't spoken for ages, and she looked directly at him. Am I allowed to swear on this? She looked directly at me and was like, Calvin fucking Klein, like just so aggressive, and like the whole room just stood still, and that was the first words we got out of her within 5 days.
What was her beef for Calvin Klein?
Yeah.
I think it was, to do
Calvin.
with Michael and Calvin Klein.
Like I've spoke to you before about this, and your goal now is unifications.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go kind of straight in. That's the plan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Will
for
you
sure.
stay at this weight at Super Bantam now, in basically 4 unifications?
Yeah, so
Like, do you want to clear up the division? Is that the goal?
for sure, that's always been, the aim, and it's something I want to do, to prove that, I'm the number one in the division, and I believe so. And I feel like if the fights can be made, and I'm sure they will be, they're the fights that I'm in it for. And that's the plan.
Because you mentioned, George, earlier, like in women's boxing, sometimes you can be like, it feels like you get the opportunities quicker than others, but you've just happened to land in the division that's really good. Like the other champions are good. Like there's 3 good fights, there's 4 good champions there. Like, does that get the juices flowing a bit? You might have a fight soon where you're not the favourite.
Yeah, I know.
That's never happened.
My brother
to you,
might be able to win some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they're the fights that I want to be involved in. The fights where, you look at the bookings, it's like, oh, who's going to win this one? And, I'm an underdog, and I feel like I will thrive in those situations. And they're the nights, I don't know, like, it just, me as a character, that's what I like, proving people wrong. And I'm looking forward to looking, my brother looking on Paddy Power and thinking, oh, here we go, I can just bet on just a straight win here and not bet the stoppage that never comes in. So they're the fights I want, and they're the ones I crave.
We're going to get one soon?
Yeah, but my next fight, I believe, will be
unification.
Yeah, for sure.
So straight into unification, that's amazing. So then get that one done and dusted. Like, how, in an ideal world, what does 2024 look like?
At the end of 2024, I want to be the last one standing. So, yeah, that's the plan. And then, move up.
Fight every 14 weeks. No more family
I'll be
holidays.
dribbling on the next podcast.
Yeah. Still won't bring a
sign
belt.
language.
Yeah,
No,
still won't bring a
definitely
belt.
won't.
Just have 5 hoodies on.
Yeah.
And then when you win a world title like you do, like, have you reassessed your goals? Or like, because this was always part of your plan, it's kind of like a tick.
Yep.
You haven't gone, oh shit, that means I have to change everything. Or have you reassessed anything? Has
No.
anything changed?
Nothing.
The plan?
No, because I feel like we say with women boxing, like they seem to get world titles like very quickly, and to make yourself stand out from the crowd, you've got to, unification kind of cements that what you've done. So for me, until I got that to my name, and undisputed really proves you belong at the top, and that's what I'm aiming for. So like we say, a lot of people can win a title, whether it's vacant or whatever, but I just think unification and undisputed, not many can do that. So that's
Definitely.
the aim.
Any more weight classes on the agenda?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I tease about going down to Bantam, but
Could you do it? Not if you keep skipping leg circuits.
yeah, there you go. Not if I keep doing that and
Keep
going
turning
in
up the podcast.
all inclusives.
Yeah.
No, I always
What weight
said
are you
like,
going to end up at?
you know what Barry's like. He goes, you do this, you do that, but I don't think I'd go any heavier than super feather.
Feather's a money division, isn't it?
It
If you
is
can
a
get
money
if you can
division.
get the right fights.
Yeah, I
Super
think
feather
everyone's
as well, to be fair.
chasing Serrano, aren't they? So we'll see how long she's sticking.
Yeah, she won't go. She can't hang around forever. So then that'll be a division that's kind of wide open.
Yeah,
how
but
you
I
see
feel
it?
like with Serrano, like everyone wants to fight because what she brings now, what she brings to the table, she brings a big payday. She's got a legacy. She's always an exciting fight. So that's the fight. If you move up, that's the fight you want.
Should we have a break and then come back with part 2?
Oh.
Yeah.
The greatest feature we've
Have you
done yet. Of course we've got a great feature.
Okay. Yeah. Let's have a break there. George, remind me again how I become an elite club member.
Well, get a GGBC cap.
Done. What else?
Well, you could wear the hoodie.
Anything else?
Well, have you got a water bottle?
Anything else?
You could get a print for the wall.
It's cost me a fortune. Anything else?
Well, this is what it takes to be elite, Deck.
Does that mean I'm in the club now?
Nearly. One last thing. Just hit the follow button in your podcast app. Welcome to the club, Deck.
Oh, we'll have a push and a pull, mate.
Right, we're back. Everyone knows about Ellie Scotney's feature. Those of you who haven't listened, go back and listen to the first episode with Ellie Scotney. Scotney rhyming slang, right? Boxing meets Cockney slang, really. Got a bunch of questions for you, right? I think this week we're going to go Deck v Ellie. Ellie, you are the champion, of course. Do you want to go first or second?
On 3 or third?
On 3.
1, 2.
Oh. First, right?
Yeah, you can go first. Walk first. I'll walk second. That's
Wait, you're going to counter me. Go on, you can go first.
Okay, I'll go first.
Right.
Come on in.
Counter punching.
There we go.
They're not really that hard.
Oh, no.
Right, Mickey Ward
Yeah.
and Arturo Gatti fought 3 times. Right. One article described their epic trilogy, saying neither fight will be noted as the 2 most talented nor highly skilled pugilists, but Ward and Gatti always fought with strawberries. What does strawberries mean in Cockney?
Thinking strawberries and cream. Always thought with strawberry. I don't know. Do you know it? Always fought with strawberry.
Always fought with strawberry.
Strawberry jam, ham.
They always fought with ham? No.
Always fought with
Pass
ham.
it over?
Is it jam, yeah?
No.
Always fought with strawberries.
Yeah, what does strawberries mean? What's Cockney for strawberries?
I don't know.
Can we call a friend?
Strawberry tart?
Heart!
Yeah.
Oh.
They always fought with heart.
That's a good start because it wasn't too
Oi.
easy. I mean, it's a bad start
Good
for me,
start,
but that's a
huh?
good start on the quiz. You get an easy
Oh wait,
one now.
yeah.
The champ.
Right, you can get I'm going to throw in a couple of bonus points as well, right?
I just start sprinkling
So-
bonus points in.
Floyd Mayweather
Yep.
and Gennady Golovkin were both sponsored by a kettle company, right? It wasn't Tefal or Breville.
Hobbs?
What's Cockney for kettle?
I know this. You're under pressure.
Watch.
Yes.
Yes! Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Is it not Hob?
It's kettle and hob. Relates to fob watch, which is a pocket watch.
Yeah, I know.
Bonus point. What was the brand
I
of
know
watch?
It begins with H.
Yeah. How would you
That's not
pronounce
enough.
it?
Oh, it's not a Cockney word.
I think it's Swiss.
Hoglet, innit?
Hoglet. Yeah.
Oi!
No, it's not.
Oh, is it not?
Hubler.
Hogler. Got the old
Right,
new
you're
Hogler.
not getting a bonus point.
1-1.
right.
We'll make it fair,
Okay,
right?
come on then.
Right. Question 3. Right. Can you tell me the conventional name of sports broadcaster Rabbit Sport?
Rabbit sport. Rabbit trap. Rabbit. Well, I don't know it.
Eddie's got it. She's pretending to look around.
Do you know what rabbit is in Cockney? No.
Giving it the...
Why am I getting such the bad ones?
Rabbit. What's rabbit? If someone's rabbiting.
Talking, chatting.
Talk sport.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yes.
But why? Tell me why rabbit is
Rabbit and
Rabbit
pork.
in, you're
rabbit and pork talk.
Rabbit and pork talk.
Come
See, that's
on.
the second bit I don't get. Know what I
Rabbit
mean?
and pork. What do you mean you
Yeah.
don't get it?
I'm just guessing it off the first word.
No.
Yeah, but the pork rhymes with talk.
yeah, I'm with you. There.
Kettle
It's only
don't
done
rhyme with
2
watch,
quizzes.
yeah?
2 quizzes about Cockney rhyme slang. Still haven't quite got the.
It's not
Right.
the truth.
2011, David Hay was late leaving his changing room for his ring walk against Vladimir Klitschko, and he missed his sherbet. What is a sherbet?
I know it.
Mrs. Sherbert.
Yeah.
It was part of an elaborate ring walk. Klitschko's was really cool, and Hayes was not his choice because I don't know why, but it was a bit Londony. If that helps.
Do you know what sherbet is?
No, go on.
Sherbet dib dab cab.
Sherbet dab cab, yeah.
Sherbet dab cab.
Bonus point, Ellie, if you can name me who was supposed to open that cab for him, or maybe even got out the cab for him. He was an ex-boxer. Can you remember that?
I'm
No.
going Bruno. I don't know
Lennox
why.
Lewis close. No.
Oh.
Anyway,
Half a
right.
Did he do it? Did Lennox Lewis do it?
I think Lennox Lewis either gets
He
out
was
of the cab.
late for
and
the dib dab.
Yeah, he's late for his dib dab. Yeah.
I'm winning
Right,
now, Ellie.
number
Unlucky.
5.
Go on.
Tyson Fury wore a whistle.
Yeah.
Right. There you go. What's a whistle?
Whistle and flute suit.
Yeah, he wore a whistle for his fight with Schwartz in 2019. Right, but what was, for bonus point, what was on that suit?
Pictures of him, wasn't it?
Yeah, or was it
This-
like loads
this-
of other, like all legendary fighters?
Not that one. This is the one against Schwartz in 2019.
I was there at that fight. In Vegas.
You got the suit?
Can't remember what he didn't have a shirt. He didn't have a shirt on though.
He never had a shirt on.
1910 cigarette cart.
Cigarette cards.
Yeah, cigarette cards. Apparently,
Fuck this.
said the article.
I'm winning
You
now.
might
You're
be
in
wrong
big
there,
trouble.
yeah.
I am. What
Right.
is it? 3-1.
Yeah.
I think it's
Could be
2-1.
Mike Tyson
Gregory Peck.
tried to break Fran Bofa's Chalk Farm. What was a Chalk Farm?
You know this one?
So you want to go?
See you.
Chalk Farm. Arm.
Yeah, well done.
Is it?
He tried to break his arm in the 5th round, didn't he? Or
Yeah.
in 1 round.
Tried to break his chalk.
What round did he win in? I'll give you a bonus point.
I'm going 7. 5.
Yeah.
You know it's on YouTube now, so you can't get away with that shit.
Right.
Make sure that edit shows the wide
Well,
shot.
back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I think so.
Dustin Lewis won a world welterweight title during his 238 fight career. But what's Cockney for Dustbin?
Dustbin lid?
Your mouth, innit?
So what is it? Dustbin lid. His name was Lewis. Colin Hart mentioned him.
Lewis. Oh, Joe Lewis?
It rhymes with lid.
Sid.
He was also known as the Aldgate Sphinx. Considered one of the greatest British.
Oh,
fighters.
Ted Kid Lewis.
Kid Lewis.
Kid Lewis. Yeah.
Dustbin lid.
Dustbin lid kid.
Yeah.
Oh, what? So that's my dustbin is my kids. My kid.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
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 I mean, he does eat a lot.
Yeah.
Cost me a fortune as well. That must be an insurmountable lead now.
Maybe. It's the
Yeah,
last
I
one for
think I've
Eddie.
been
Right.
stopped.
Surely.
James Toney won Ring Magazine Typewriter of the Year in 1991. What's the typewriter?
You know this one?
I mean, yeah, surely you know this one. He was typewriter.
He
of
was
the year.
typewriter of the year. What could he be? 1991. James Toney.
Oh, yeah.
Ring Magazine Typewriter of the Year.
What awards does the Ring magazine give out?
I'm going to get bloody...
What one award do they give out?
Fight of the year, no? Fighter of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, we can't even edit this anymore because we're on YouTube.
No, we keep that in.
Damn. We'll
Typewriter
end
of
that
the year.
Well done.
Fight.
Well
Oh,
done,
that's
Ellie.
It's a
quite
draw,
bad.
I think.
No, that is, 1-1 after the last
Yeah, I
one.
think you were. Yeah, and you didn't see what happens when you can't read the answers.
Yeah, why didn't I sit there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even read that.
That's why. Yeah, I could see all of them. Okay, well that's a defeat, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no,
Another
that
one.
nickname's gone as well, isn't it? I can't claim to be the Cockney anymore.
No, I mean is Catford really
No, it's
No.
not. That's
Are you
what.
really
That's
I'm not
just-
from East London,
Yeah.
am I?
from Catford?
Could have gone with like South London
What could we do?
slang, and I would have come out undefeated.
Like what? What's the best bit of South London slang? Make it clean.
Make it clean.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just. I feel like next time if I get brought in for the third, I'm coming up with the
Okay,
feature.
that's
Deal?
good. That's
That's a great idea
if you-
for a third appearance.
if you get a
actually.
hat trick. So hat trick means you need to unify a
Okay.
division because you need to get another belt.
Yeah. Then I make
Then
the
you can
feature.
write the feature,
Okay,
and you
that's
can
the
write.
deal.
You can do whatever you want. I mean, that could be anything, couldn't it? Have you got any ideas? Don't give them away, but
I'll think of it.
will,
I've
how
got a
much
couple
help will
months.
Chris give you? Do you think?
Oh, he'll want to take lead control. When he team captain will be straight
Tell him
in.
he's got to unify first. Then he can choose.
Yeah, which could happen.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Beats me.
that gym, like, that's a successful
Yeah,
gym.
yeah, for sure.
What's that like?
It's crazy. No, Shane's birthday today, so happy birthday.
Woo.
Big him up.
Try not to date the podcast.
Keep that in.
I didn't want to bring out his age.
It was
either.
Shane McGuigan's birthday this year.
3 weeks ago. But yeah, it's a thriving gym, and like I say, when someone wins a world title, 2 weeks later someone else does, and Adam Azim going for the European title in I won't put the date out there, but
in sometime in the future.
So yeah, it's thriving, and there's a real pressure to perform and to deliver, because everyone is.
It feels like there's room for one more.
Yeah,
as well.
I agree. I keep pushing on.
Who
it.
do you think that is?
I feel like we need a big guy. Do you not think?
Another big. You've had a couple of big guys leave.
You gonna make a comeback?
What do you mean?
There's always that.
Need another big boy, don't you?
You misfits.
Yeah, I'm going to box KSI.
You heard it here first.
I haven't told him yet. Yeah, you need, because Daniel's gone.
Yeah.
Chris is big though, isn't he?
Yeah, he could kind of. I feel like he enjoys being the big guy at the gym too.
Yeah.
Oh, he likes being a big guy now, yeah?
We need to get someone bigger in there. Who?
Yeah.
Shane can't take anyone else on, can he?
He has room for definitely.
Yeah?
He's got room,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Someone bigger there.
Heard it here
Right
first.
into the feature.
And you know as well, if you come on this podcast and you're with Shane McGuigan's gym, you get automatic entry to this pod.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Been for them all.
We've got a ring walk track. Have you got a new ring walk track?
Let's do I think did Chris get another one? Yeah, we put Adele on.
I didn't actually get a ring walk track, guys. I was quite.
Did we forget?
Yeah.
That was in the days when we used to forget all the time. We never forget anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here we go.
Well,
Perfect.
add 2. You got 2 belts, 2 ring walks. Someone's got.
No,
Yeah.
Break my stride. I'm gonna go with.
Who's that?
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Matthew. Forgot his last name.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey.
There you go.
No, it's not.
And
him.
no. And
Break my stride. Okay, yeah.
The next one, Nina Simone, Feeling Good.
Nice. Double whammies.
You've had that already.
No, it wasn't Nina Simone, but Caroline's stablemate of yours, she had Feeling Good. I'm sure she did.
Did she?
She had her own version.
She remembered for her. But yeah, back in the day, we used to forget all the time. Not anymore. 2, I wanted you to unify the division, obviously. Now I really want you to, because I want you to write a feature. I'm so excited about what that could entail. What do you think about the new setup? You were back
impressive.
in the day in the old school, in the small studio.
Yeah,
no
you was
cameras.
humble then, but
not now.
We've got hoodies now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bottles of water.
Serious business. Yeah,
It was tap water when I was there.
Yeah. No, they had a fridge with like fizzy drinks in it.
Mm.
Yeah, sorry.
Everyone felt like you was ready to spit some bars, weren't you? At the
Yeah, we ain't got an album in us anymore.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, but
That could be the feature.
what?
Yes.
We've got a rap.
I like the sound of that one.
Oh no, I can't do that. Joshua keeps rapping.
He's like,
on
oh
camera.
no, I can't.
Oh, I can't rap.
Oh,
And I'll be like,
really,
okay, right. Okay, Ellie Scotney, what's that? You're the second champion returning,
Yeah.
and you're going to be the first one back. You're going to be our first ever unified champion.
The pressure's on CBS now.
Yeah, the Dream Factory might deliver again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do not doubt it for a second. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, and we'll be there. Is it going to be in London?
Yes.
Will it be as nerve-wracking as writing a feature?
No.
There we go. We're ready.
More answering the questions.
Another belt.
Yeah, nice hoodie by the way.
Appreciate it. Wear it in the gym tomorrow.
Ellie Scotney's still in the club.
Yeah, now with a song.
Now with wicked. Thanks, Ellie.
Cheers,
Thank
Ellie.
you very much.